Yo, YouTube, what is up? This is Bowen here, and I got some Destiny gameplay for you guys. Now, this is the strike on Moon. It's called the Summoning Pits, and the boss is Phogoth the Untamed. And, yeah, it's on level 24. It's the I think it's the Vanguard Tiger. It's the highest strike playlist, level 24. But I think we're all level 27. So it's not too bad. It's actually probably one of the easiest strikes I've done. So anyways, yeah, about these strike missions. So the strike missions seem to be pretty hard in this game. Actually, a lot of stuff seems to be pretty hard in this game. As far as you just keep shooting, and none of the enemies tend to want to die. They're all actually, and a lot of them are very annoying and frustrating. The knights, for sure. It's like as soon as you get a headshot on a knight, he puts up a shield. If you shoot him in the body, he won't put up the shield. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna take the bullets. I'm basically gonna swallow the bullets, because if you shoot someone in the chest, it does like a third of the damage is what a headshot does. So he don't put up a shield, but as soon as you shoot him in the head, he puts up a shield. The wizards the same way. They'll just fly away from you, and they're like, nah, I'm gonna regenerate my health, get my shield back, and yeah, you're gonna have to shoot me 800 more times. And all the bosses, they're pretty much the exact same way. They're like, yo, I got this critical spot on me, but it doesn't really do too much more damage than if you just shoot me, and I take 487 bullets to die anyways. Oh, the Thrall just got the thump. He just got blasted. Alright, so let's get back to it. So everything's pretty much, I don't know if it's so hard, it's just it takes a lot of bullets to kill stuff in this game, which that's fine, but there's no strategy either. It's just keep shooting. Your nades actually do a ton of damage. You have to have the right nade for the right situation. I actually do kind of like that they give you one nade that basically does a little bit of damage, but it spreads out over a whole bunch of enemies. So you use that on, you know, regular enemies, and then they have a nade that basically only targets one enemy, and it does a ton of damage. So you got to use that nade on the bosses, and the nades actually do quite a bit of damage compared to what a bullet does in this game. So anyways, back to it. We got Phogoth, and probably he might be one of the hardest strikes in the game, which is kind of weird because this is you know, on Moon, so it's the second strike that you can do. I remember this was definitely a lot harder when I played it when I was leveling up in the actual game. I think we were level like 12, and now we're 24. So it's not too bad. Our guns actually work. Your guns you have to be within like a certain level range for your guns to actually do the right amount of damage. And I have a legendary scout rifle, and the legendary scout rifle takes, like, if you don't headshot something, it doesn't matter what level it is, it still takes like 4 bullets to kill the enemy. It can be a level 1 dreg, and it takes like 4 bullets to kill it if it's not a headshot. But if it's a headshot, it takes like 1 bullet, and it doesn't matter what level it is, it pretty much dies. So they definitely have the leveling system down. That way you can't be just running around Earth just killing everything in one shot, which I kind of like that. But so it's the second week into the game, and the weekly strike is, of course, the Summoning Pits. It's Phogoth, and it was level 22, and like I said, we had already done this mission. We'd already done this strike right here, and we were like, well, I done it on 24. It wasn't too bad. I didn't die. The other two people I was with, they went down a couple of times, but it still wasn't too hard. I was like, so I got a couple buddies together. I was like, yo, let's try and do the level 22, you know, weekly strike or whatever. And it had an added modifier. It was like angry, and it was like you know, the enemies are more relentless and they'll attack you. They'll come at you more aggressively. And I was like, well, they already come at you pretty aggressively, so I mean, it can't be too much different. You know, most of the times a video game says, oh, the enemies are going to be harder. There's really hardly no noticeable difference. But we played the level 22 strike, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably the roughest thing I've done in the game. And with that being said, I kind of don't understand why the game is, they actually made a lot of this stuff pretty hard. And pretty hard as in there's no strategy to most of these bosses. It's pretty much run, when you get a chance, shoot a couple bullets off, and then just keep running. When you play this on the weekly strike, you have absolutely no time to stop whatsoever. If you're not running and he starts shooting at you, he will down you. You can't even just walk and reload your gun. Like, if you just keep moving, and even when you start to run, if he targets you, most likely he's going to down you. And it's extremely difficult even for the hardcore gamer. I don't see anyone that is just I haven't seen anyone that can just run through a boss. Yeah, sure, sometimes they get gameplay like this where they don't ever go down. They get that one gameplay where they never went down. But as you can see, the boss never really targeted me too much, and even when he did, he couldn't hit me. So I really don't understand why they're making it so difficult. I mean, I like it being difficult, but I think it's getting to the point where it's going to really start to turn the average gamer off. They're not going to want to play, because if you don't play a whole lot, it's going to be extremely hard to get missions done. It's going to be frustrating. As you can see, we just ran through Phogoth, and that's the #1 tip. For Phogoth, you keep running some more, shoot a couple bullets, repeat, do it over. Alright, that's it, guys. Appreciate it if you guys liked the video, and peace, guys. I'm out of here. See ya.